This is No Money, Mo Money. This little Lala's latest business venture went belly up. Now he can't even afford a monthly subscription. But he's determined to turn his luck around. With the few extra personal rules forcing me to craft and gather for my items and limiting access to advanced jobs, we're in for quite a ride as we complete everything in the Final Fantasy XIV free trial. I'm mostly gonna have a beach episode, or anime beach episode this week, but I'm gonna go ahead and start it with trying to get rid of some of these 99 alloweds. I almost overcapped this week. Oops. So that's what I'm gonna be doing this week off stream, is just burning off leave allowances by running mostly out to sea to level other classes, but I am gonna go ahead and start on Arcanist because I want to level it up at least 1 or 2 more times, because I'd like to do Zemail Darkhold pretty soon, so that I can continue ranking up in my Grand Company. And since my Arcanist is over-leveled for these leaves anyway, I will be able to go ahead and do all of the Battlecraft leaves, not just out to sea, so I can do each of the unique Battlecraft leaves too. Oh god, this is a Beckon one? Thank god I'm finishing these unique leaves then, because I really don't want to do this. I hate these Beckon ones. They're the worst. These Beckon ones are terrible. You can't get its attention while it's moving. You can't get its attention if you're more than like 5 feet from it. These Beckon ones are the worst. Also, this is like the worst way for you, the viewer, to watch this. Is this terrible dialogue all over my screen. Right? But it's also the best way for me to move. It's like the only decent way for me to move through this one. Oh, cool! Duty failed because a bomb just randomly decided to blow itself up self-destruct-wise without me doing any damage to it whatsoever. It just decided to self-destruct itself out of nowhere just to ruin my frickin' duty. Alright, let's try this terrible garbage leave again. I'm just gonna ignore those enemies. The only ones I care about are bombs, and everything else is worthless to me. That large buffalo seriously just attacked the buffalo calf? Are you kidding me? Great, he's chasing the buffalo calf. I'm gonna fail this one a second time. Fine, game. I quit. I'm just gonna do this at the lowest level possible. I don't care. Crank it all the way down to 0. I don't care. Are we done yet? No. Just ignore all these idiots that are attacking me. I don't care. Done. I love how it's like, you guided the calf to safety as we're surrounded by 10 enemies standing in the middle of a fate filled with other enemies. Like, yep. Totally guided that calf to safety. Yep, game, that's definitely what I did there. Let's go ahead and spend a little time running some of these fates as well while I'm here. That way I can go ahead and you level synced for them, and so it'll let you get better XP than running the leaves that I've been running. Now if only I could bring my freaking Chocobo out. But I need Diesel Greens. And I believe in order to crossbreed Diesel Greens, I need access to the hunt, because a couple of the seeds that you need to crossbreed to make Diesel Greens, if I remember correctly, are from the Hunt Bill Master. Almost done. And bye-bye. That should do it. You see, it's decent. It's not a ton of XP. Even this isn't the best way to level up or anything. I should be doing leaves somewhere else, really, if I want to level up. I'd probably Kurthus Central leaves would be best for leveling up my Arcanist. But I'll save that for another time. 2570, yeah, it's not great XP. But, there might be something involved in, there probably is, in fact, a challenge log item to do with fates. So if I do enough fates, I might hit a challenge log completion, and those are much more leveled XP bonuses. Yeah, 26,000. If I complete 2 more fates with the highest rating, and if I complete 7 more fates with the highest rating, I'll get big XP bonuses. So there is a reason to keep doing these fates, even though they're not giving me very good rewards at the moment. It's not a terrible experience. It's not good for my current class or anything. All the more region to leave 3. 50 regional battlecraft leaves. Okay. I need like 5,000 to get the highest rating on this one. There it is. Clearing steer. Not taking that one ever. So of course they made it the first one, which means every time I take one, it resets to that one. There we go. And that's it for the fate, and I should level up. Yep, there's my level. Awesome. Oh, I have Surecast now. Cool. That's going to be enough for Arcanist. Next up is Archer. Yeah, Archer. Definitely Archer. Because leveling Archer will give me access to Peloton. And now I don't do anything except... Oof. Of course it's being covered. Except... Abandon. Let's see if that works. I do know that I just wasted a leave allowance completely. Yeah, no, it just threw it back on the pile. Great. It refuses to let me accept and abandon those ones. Oh well. Looks like we're going back to Arcanist then. Hopefully Out to Sea will spawn in his list after I finish this. I'll also switch to Archer, but it's not going to help me. I've already tested this before. Even if I switch to Archer now, it's still going to give the XP to Arcanist. See, 46% Arcanist, 1,828 Arcanist experience points. Out to Sea, there it is. And now the grind of leveling my Archer. Oh, dang it, I should have done that at rank 4. There's literally no reason not to do this at the maximum rank. The enemies would be more dangerous, sure, but ultimately it doesn't matter because you're not fighting the enemies. There's the wind sprite, so sprint. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'll make sure to do this at rank 4 each time, even though I'm drastically underleveled for that, because there's no reason not to. You don't have to fight for this one, so no reason not to really over-level it. I mean, it means if the enemies get a hit in on you, you're probably dead, but then who cares? You don't have to fight, you should be avoiding the enemies, they should never get a hit on you. Of course, there's no Out to Sea here. That would be too useful, game. Oh my god, am I really stuck in a loop here where the game is going to give me Out to Sea and then cover it, and then give me it, and then cover it every single time I have to take one of the other ones? There's the warrior trainer. We done? We're done. Date with Destiny. Is that Fates? It's gotta be Fates. Complete 10 Fates. Yep. I haven't actually been doing a lot of Fates lately because there isn't a strict benefit for doing Fates. This early on, there's reasons to do Fates later in the game, like shared Fate stuff and all that sort of stuff, but like there isn't a baseline, like immediate benefit to doing Fates this early on, so I really haven't done many. Alright, let's do this one pretty quickly. Again, just try and burn through these ones that are kind of like in the way of Out to Sea, in the hopes that the game will stop shoving them in my face to the exclusion of Out to Sea. Pick up Out to Sea, Necrologos, Soul Survivors, and Birds of a Feather. Pick up all of them. And now, there's nothing there. I'm just going to leave the others in my queue and not even beat them and just keep doing Out to Sea. Like, I've got everything shoved out of the way to make it as easy for Out to Sea to respawn as possible, and it won't respawn. I'm going to take that one out too. The game always tries to have at least one spawn, so I'm going to just rip all the others out and keep them in my log where the game can't touch them. This is wasting leave allowances, but I don't care. Yeah, see, the game is not bothered. The game is refusing to create any more. I'm gonna steal all of them then. I'm gonna remove all of them from the list as aggressively as I can and only do them one at a time when I go to get the rewards from them to try and force the game to put Out to Sea back in as like the only one left. Finish one, hopefully it'll give me 2. There's both of them. Now I'm gonna rip them out so that there's nothing left. And now the only leave of this entire list that I am ever going to complete is Out to Sea. So the only leave that he should even have available to repopulate his list with should be Out to Sea because it's the one I'm completing. Hopefully I'm correct in that. That's all I can do is hope I'm correct in that. And level, got a new roll action, and the only thing he has left is Out to Sea, so he can't do anything. He can't do anything to stop me from taking Out to Sea over and over again now. I win. Ooh. Also, 250k. I finally bypassed 250k, which means that I could now afford my first job. Now, I'm going to go far past this, because I'm only up to about 30, I think-ish in the MSQ. So I've still got a whole lot of MSQ to go before I'll unlock my first job, but I finally have enough money for it. Oh yeah, I meant to equip some gear. Even if, oh, that's Strength and Dex, so that is a Disciple of War. That's Int and Mind, so it's not. That's Crafting and Gathering. But still, this gear will give me slightly higher defensive stats, basically. And that's pretty much all I care about at the moment. It's just slightly better defenses so that if I get whacked by an enemy, because it does occasionally happen. Despite how you can complete this entire leave without ever fighting an enemy, it does occasionally happen that an enemy will whack you because of the way the enemies spawn. Sometimes they just get you. And level, talk about Shafts 1. Awesome. Leveled up my Archer to 10. Yep, Archer 10, completely off of doing Out to Sea. No Battlecraft, Jesus. Okay, I guess the game wins. Because I did Out to Sea too many times and they just decided, no, we're not going to repopulate this list with anything until you do some other leave. Okay, just making sure he wasn't going to spawn it in before I collected the reward. Oh look, he refuses to spawn Out to Sea again. He's just straight up is refusing to put it back in the list. Yeah, so much for getting down to 25. I'm at 58 right now. And I think the next time the game locks me out of Out to Sea, I'll just finish off the rest of these and leave the area. And be done for now. Also, that card that they're using is apparently called, like, the Confidence card, and that's why these are called Confidence Leaves. So there are other ones like this that are Confidence Leaves, and they have the same requirements, in that you just have to run around and pick up items. You don't really have to fight any enemies if you don't want to. So Confidence Leaves work pretty well, and there is a Confidence Leave up at 35. So that's slightly higher, and I can use that one to level a little bit, but ultimately, at the end of the day, that's about as far as they go. I'm dead. I'm dead. That's about all I can stand for one night. Maybe I'll do another 40 leaves some other time. Who knows? We'll see. Oh well. So today will be interesting because the event's only going to take about, I don't know, 20, maybe 30 minutes. Lately, the events actually go pretty quickly. But then we get to spend the rest of the stream trying and failing and hopefully not too much fuming at the jump puzzle. I just have to get it through my head that I'm going to be failing at the jump puzzle over and over and over again today many, many times. And then hopefully when it actually happens, I won't be too angry about it. Boop. There we go. Tiny Potato is ready for the beach. Uchi Washoi by a red beast screen. Scouring the half castle for any sun-beaten souls who might not have heard about this year's Moonfire Faire. Leave me here, I spy a lad who looks like he could do with some proper summer recreation. I mean, given my outfit. What's that you say about hitting up the beach? Cause I am ready for the beach. Star that shows the acclaimed Eorzean Nimble Warrior course. Oh god, that course is so terrible. Did someone say beach episode? You know, I should probably get rid of that. There we go. I want to go swim with my glasses on. Oh boy, there it is. I've never actually gotten to the top of it before. I gave up on the last Moonfire Faire. Like, I gave up after a couple of hours doing it, where I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill something. I'm gonna throw my computer out the window if I don't stop now. Allow me to give you a brief outline of what we have planned. Screaming and splashing hadn't given it away. We brought back the Eorzean Nimble Warrior course with all of its explosive challenges intact. Oh my god. The summer sun gets to be too much. Grant yourself a refreshing reprieve by enjoying an icy treat or playing with the polar bears. Okay, so that's Chloe and Chloe, and I forget what that other little cat girl's name is, but it is an actual character that you run into. And then I'm pretty sure that little Lala on the right is also a character I've run into before, because I remember the hairstyle and all, but I can't for the life of me remember the name. Very fitting that Chloe and Chloe are here for the food. And what color could be more fitting for Moonfire than bright blazing red? You're so smooth! Yep. Tiny, tiny potato. Like you're photoshopped in. Badly green screened in on top of the game. Should have seen it. I was minding my own business out here, practicing my steps when suddenly that thing showed up out of nowhere to challenge me to a dance-off. What? So it utterly trounced me. It raced off again. Dropped something, did it? Looks to be a needle by my reckoning. It's obvious we're dealing with an inebriated weaver. An inebriated weaver running around challenging people to dance-offs. So that woman not mistaken a drunkard for a monster. Given that it's green in color and possessed of needles, I would suggest some type of cactuar. Well, if you want to be boring about it, sure. Naturally, I couldn't bear the thought of my dear pets missing out on the fun and festivities, so I brought them along with me. She brought a cactuar with her. Come to think of it, Gigaruja told me it seemed to him as though they were possessed. Oh, great. We have to Uchi Washoi the evil spirits away. What that thing needs is an exorcism. Evil spirit be gone. Uchi Washoi. It's only one of my dear cactuars. I'm still missing the other 6, of course. We appreciate you finding Cacti, of course. Worried about Cactilo and Cactina and Cactistifer. Cactilo, Cactina, Cactistifer. My babies. Give me an Uchiwa. I want a new emote. So I can Washoi people. Uchi Washoi. Yep. Be gone, evil spirit. Washoi. Snapped out of it, wherever it may have been. Hi, buddy. Your company, it walks right up to you, allowing you to grab it. Get in my pockets, you cactuar that are bigger than me. Here's 2 cactuar that are individually larger than your entire character. Shove them in your pocket. It's fine. What's this I hear about a malicious aura? Legacy of the Uchiwa aside, I'd rather like to get to the bottom of this, lest we suffer the same problem next year. I can apologize enough for the trouble I caused. Yes, well, I'm glad to have this matter settled quietly. My lovely ladies were quite frightened. Being said, speaking as one who has seen his share of dancers, your pets have star potential, my dear Beamsat. Oh god. Guess I should have been formally trained. Incidentally, did you notice anything that might have served as the catalyst they're cavorting? One moment they were downing their wine like sailors, and the next it was as though they were possessed by some anarchic spirit. You got them drunk? Are you kidding me? What a fine vintage it was. Delighted to be in like-minded company. The great conversation we could have had if only they could speak. Of course it's all his fault. Can't believe I'm asking this, but is wine safe for cactuars? How should I know? I've only ever given them the finest spring water from the mountains of Kurthis myself. I was like, how should I know? So they were just drunk? Just get the freaking cactuars drunk and then be like, I wonder why they're acting so weird. Alright, look, perhaps sharing a bottle was the best of ideas. I didn't know they couldn't hold their drink. Since Meme just learned her lesson, I dare say we won't be seeing a repeat of this incident. Meme just learned her lesson. I think Garuju should be learning his lesson. As for you, Nomuni, on behalf of the entire chaperone team, thanks. Enjoy the remainder of the event and don't be a stranger, alright? Garuju over there just like looking down. He hasn't learned any lesson. He's still gonna do dumb stuff constantly. Summer's biggest fan. I think that's my very first festival, my very first event-based achievement. Festival Fan Frenzy. That event is done. It's time for me to destroy my entire sense of joy today. There we go. I think this is about as high as I've ever been on the tower before. And I'm gonna kill myself. Excuse me. I didn't say anything. I definitely didn't say anything. You know what? I think that might work best. I think I may be done for today.